Cover Corporation is considering a bold move. They're thinking about transitioning from YouTube to their own metaverse platform Holoearth. When I dug into Cover's business report, it became clear that they are uncertain of YouTube. Not as a video hosting platform, don't get me wrong, but as a stable business model. This uncertainty is not unfounded. YouTube takes a significant cut of 30% from memberships and super chat fees, plus they have their own strict policies for ad revenue splits. Well, why don't they just move to a different streaming platform? Well, Twitch has also changed their advertising policies, which led to an uproar among streamers. Some even threatened to leave the platform entirely. Not only do corporate moves like these hurt the revenue of an agency, they also deny the ability for us to plan ahead and schedule events. So, what's the solution? One possibility is for Hololive to cut YouTube out of the equation entirely and have their talent streamed directly to Holoearth. On the surface, this seems like a great idea. Hololive would have control over their content and rules, potentially reducing corporate censorship. Now, let's think about this for a second. Imagine if Hololive leaves YouTube. Sure, the dedicated fans will follow, but what about the casual viewers? You know, the ones who stumble upon a random Pekora or Gura stream while browsing YouTube. They might just shrug it off and move on to the next video. And that's a lot of potential viewership and revenue gone. Just like that. Another aspect to consider, the convenience of having everything in one place. I mean, I love having all my content on YouTube. It's where I watch my favorite creators, listen to music, catch up on esports events, and of course, enjoy VTubers. If Hololive moves, it's not just about downloading a new client, it's about disrupting a habit, a routine. And let's be honest, we humans are creatures of habit, so this is gonna be kinda difficult. Let's take a look at a successful platform like Steam. Why are they successful? It's not just because of their, quote, innovations with VR or Steam Deck, it's the ease of access to many different experiences all on the same platform. Your profile with all your games, your friends that haven't been online in 5 years, your achievement progression badges that you can show off, the hours you've spent in the game that you're embarrassed to admit to. Yeah. It's a whole intertwined set of experiences that make a platform worth coming back to every single time. But with Holoearth, I'm not so sure. The news of Holoearth's development was met with both praise and skepticism. Everyone, myself included, saw the potential of an MMO game that could be set in place here. Hell, I even went above and beyond in my recent video, comparing it to Runeterra levels of lore expansions. But the reality might not be as grand. If this line over here is true, with every player having a new story to tell, this doesn't sound like a carefully scripted questing experience from point A to point B. This sounds like an intense focus on role-playing. And the game that fits the perfect idea of what Cover is trying to achieve here is Final Fantasy XIV. Now this game has a lot of good stories to tell, sometimes too good to be honest. But once you complete all the quests, you can indulge yourself in this amazing community created housing area where people can chill in a calm maid cafe, role-playing the lo-fi girl, or receive some extra favors in the nightclub with DJs streaming their music on stream. Oh, and keep in mind, all of these structures are carefully planned and built by the players themselves. Some even hire professional designers to help them create the perfect style of house or a cafe that they would like to own in real life. This results in an interesting phenomena, where people who first started to play the game for the story are now suddenly invested in the friendships they developed and the cafes and houses that they now operate. And even if there is a bad update to the game, the user base doesn't really care because they have a different choice, a community experience that they can engage with by themselves, which is separate from the game. And Final Fantasy XIV, throughout the years, have given the players all the necessary equipment in order for them to have this experience. Now, Cover, please do not ship an unfinished product and force it down our throats. Look, YouTube finally seems to take steps of becoming a streamer-friendly platform. I already had some live streams of people I didn't follow pop up on my home feed. I think they want to step it up a bit now that Twitch is looking like the embarrassing uncle you pretend to not know when you're outside. But if you really want to make Holoearth work, you need to make the user experience, the game, feel good and worthy to make people want to stay in the metaverse. Don't just add 5 variations of wooden planks and call it a day. If you really need to, take an extra year, give us more beta tests, keep asking your users on what they would like to see in the world. Trust me, when it comes to MMO games, I and many others would wait an extra year for a polished experience rather than a rushed alpha of a beta version of the game. You got the time, money, user base, and a loving community behind you. Don't rush it just because you said it's gonna be done by 2024. Make it in 2025 or 26. Just don't ruin this chance.